Hello everyone, and welcome to this small guide on SCP Site-19. I'm Esstilk, and here next to me helping is Mr. White. In this video we will show you a few things about the game and a few skills you should know if you want to progress in the game and maybe even rank up. Here we will show you formations and faces, SCPs and how to recontain them, combat mechanics, common rules that are frequently broken, and how to rank up from level 0. First up are formations. These are generally used in trainings to test your coordination skills and response time. Two simple commands are left face and right face. They're both 90-degree turns in each of those directions. My system is now showing a left face. It's pretty simple. The center face is just a command to return your original position like so. Now, my assistant will make a right face, and then back to the center. Next up are inclines. Inclines are like normal right or left faces, but at a 45-degree angle. It's important to note that when doing faces, commands stack up. So for example, if you're on a left incline, like shown, now if I were to tell him to right face, he'd add an extra 90 degrees to where he is right now, ending up to the other side. A simpler one is about face. About face is essentially just turning around 180 degrees, like shown. Next one is control face. It's slightly more complicated, but still pretty easy. Everyone has to look at the host at all times in first person. So if I tell him to control face, he looks at me, and if I clip inside him, so I go inside of his character, he has to spin until I leave the inside of his character. Control face cannot be overridden by any other face excluding center face. Next up are formations. Okay, so the first and simplest formation is a single file line. Members use their ID card, or for some reason in this instance, pizza, to align themselves while giving some space, ensuring that no one clips into each other, like shown. Now, a wedge is like an arrow-like formation where members align on each other's shoulders. Here's a little demonstration. Now, wings are like half wedges, where you align on one side only, like this, or like this. Now, on the other side, prisoner boxes are where people trap a prisoner in a box-like formation, aiming their guns at the prisoner and taking a small step back, like this. The opposite is a VIP box, where people trap a VIP in a box while looking outwards. And now next on our list is SCPs and Recontainment. Okay, we're starting off with 173. When dealing with 173, you have two choices. Either A, go in with someone and shoot him until he's recontained as normal, or B, stay near a door, shoot him, and when you need to reload or blink, close that door and repeat. It's way longer, but if you have to do it solo, then that's pretty much the only way you can do it. With 173, he's pretty simple to deal with as long as you don't look away or blink. It's smooth sailing, honestly. Okay, 079. He isn't much of a problem. You just have to flip this lever to contain him, and make sure it's upwards. Outside of breach events, he just opens gates and doors, which make it easier for Class Ds to escape. But other than that, he's not much of a problem. However, in breach events, he has the ability to allow 173 to kill anyone who looks at it, even in group, so watch out for that. 1048 is by far the simplest SCP in the game, only taking a few shots before it's recontained. This SCP just does a bit of damage, and if you get too close, it makes your vision blurry too. You also can't naturally breach him, and he only appears during breach events that's started by a moderator. He also spawns in this specific hallway all the time, by the way. 106 is one of the more complicated SCPs to deal with in Site-19, and personally I just let Epsilon 11 to deal with it since it's kind of their job. But in case you need to recontain it, or you're in a private server where rules like these do not come in effect, you need 2 level 5 keycards in order to deactivate or activate the magnets, then turn on sound transmission, and use the femur breaker. After using the femur breaker, a sound will play, and outside of the window, 106 should appear there. If you see 106 and you hear his theme song playing, you can use the keycards to activate the magnets again, and he should be contained. Once again, I have to say, I suggest letting E11 handle this. I'm here with 049, and he's one of the more annoying SCPs in the game and needs a little bit of strategic thinking when he's breached. In order to recontain the Doctor, you need to trap him on either a table, a staircase, or a heavy containment zone wall if you're allowed to enter. Be wary of any zombies who might jump you without noticing, and keep a safe distance from the Doctor at all times. Other than that, he's fine to deal with. 330 is by far the most useful SCP in the game, giving you a random choice of 3 candies, red, blue, and yellow. The blue candy fully heals you back to max HP, with an extra 25 HP capacity. The red one heals you over time, similar to a medkit in the game, and the yellow candy makes you very fast for a very short amount of time. I'll use this time to also mention 2 SCPs who I haven't recorded because they're never used in-game and are just objects. SCP-012 and SCP-1123. So 012 just damages you over time and 1123 sends you to its dimension briefly. 178 is a pair of glasses that lets you see 178-B. They only spawn in the hallway where this SCP is contained, and the hallway leading to the rest of Light Containment Zone. I generally have no idea why you would put this on. .096 is very easy to contain. When he isn't after anyone, he'll just sit there and cry like a baby. In order to recontain him, you should put your back against his face in order to protect anyone from seeing his face and shooting from the back. That's really it. I genuinely don't even know why this SCP is here, because this thing is never breached, and even if you do breach it, why? Just don't touch it, and keep that lever up. Yeah, I mean, the zombies are fairly similar to SCP-049 zombies, so yeah. Now we'll talk about combat mechanics. Okay, so combat in Site-19 is probably the most common thing you'll do. While in combat, you have 2 ways of using your gun: in bursts, or full autoing until your mag runs dry. Burst fire is slower, but more accurate when shooting at a ranged target, while full auto is faster, but less accurate over time. Full auto is usually used inside the facility, since everything's closer, and being the fastest is essentially key. While holding a gun, you can press F for a flashlight, or just press the flashlight button on mobile. Peeking in this game is essentially moving unpredictably in and out of cover in order to attack the enemy. You can also pair this with a riot shield to create a moving barrier for you to push towards the enemy and ambush them. But watch out for the shield's weak spots, such as the legs and the arms. With this knowledge, you can now go in public servers and practice combat there. Practice makes perfect. We will now talk about some commonly broken rules within Site-19. Although we can easily spot a Class D with a gun, we cannot spot a Class D with a keycard unless they pull it out. However, we cannot shoot the Class D to check if they're hostile. You just have to let them go. Official and unofficial teams have a list of items they can and cannot use. For example, unofficial guards are not allowed to have a level 3 or a honey badger. Certain personnel are not allowed in certain areas. Just think of this: if you spawn with a level 2, you're only allowed in level 2 areas. No, just because you took a level 3 does not mean you're allowed in level 3 areas. Only Beta 7s and official teams are allowed to enter 914 and upgrade. When people spot a rule breaker, they would usually tell them to reteam. Reteaming is basically leaving your team and re-entering so you spawn with the permitted equipment. Reteaming is as simple as clicking the cog on the bottom left corner and clicking main menu, then choosing the same team you were in before. That's pretty much it. Level 4 plus personnel are allowed to go to the surface at all times. However, all combatives and medical personnel are allowed to go to the surface only when there are 3 Chaos Insurgents in the server or more. Also, Foundation personnel are not allowed to help Class D's escape. I think that's obvious. Is he gonna come back? Nah, don't need him anyway. Let's say you're completely new to the game, and you want to rank up. So, I assume you're not in the group yet. So you're gonna have to go to the group under the game's name, and join the community from the button that should be here. After that, you'll have to wait a few days, maybe 1 day, I'm not sure, to become level 0. After that, if you're not 13 plus, that's as far as you can go, because you need to be 13 plus to join their Discord. After joining Discord, you'll have to verify. After getting verified through the bot, you'll get all these things. And in order to progress to how it's called awaiting orientation, you'll have to do a application for awaiting orientation, which should be right here. Now you need to do it. I'm not really sure what's in it because I haven't done it in a while. I mean, I haven't done it at all. This is a new thing. So after doing that, you should get awaiting orientation. If you do it wrong, no problem, just do it again. You have infinite amount of tries. So when you get awaiting orientation, you can now apply for any department you want. If you want, you can apply for let's see, let's go to links and departments. You can apply for anything you want, really. Mobile task forces, they're gonna do tryouts in the tryouts tab, which happen like ever sometimes. What does that even mean, ever sometimes? Sometimes, they just do training sometimes. You can go here and apply for Department of Security, where I am at. You can apply for research and containment. You can also apply for moderator, but I think you need to be. Think they have a few requirements. Let's see. Yeah, you have to be. You have to have served in a department before. Other than that, you can also apply for moderation. You can also apply for other games or other departments, but that's pretty much it for now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, here we are at the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I didn't expect anyone to go this far. Although this is like my shortest video. All my other videos are like, what, 30 minutes, 50 minutes? I don't know. I kind of forgot. It's been a while. This is my first time using voice because I got a microphone. And let me know if it's good. I'm not really sure. I haven't edited anything in a long time, so it might sound very garbage. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know what to record now. Let me know if you have any ideas, and I'll probably do it. Maybe. Depends on what it is. Not my femboy roommate. Thanks.